Forbes says it's true, $227 in 48 hours and over $60,000 in weeks. Another thing is that the CEO of Bank of America went live on Fox News and said that the bank now does all of its internal deals using XRP. All of this proves that the XRP rise has begun and that banks have been keeping an eye on the price of XRP. It's important to note that Bob Curlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said that XRP would be second in the markets, after Bitcoin and before Ethereum. He also said that XRP might even beat Bitcoin in market cap and price after the $650 trillion transfer. This is very important because XRP would have been worth a lot more than that, around $119,000. Before we get into it, I want to let you know that we've teamed up with Apple to give free XRP to everyone watching this video, including you. To get it, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel with your personal vacations, and then share this video. The whole process takes less than 3 minutes. To get the extra $100, you'll also need to sign up for Apple Pay using the link in the description and finish a transaction. After that, you can use that money to buy XRP, Bitcoin, any other cryptocurrency, or even cash out. Again, I really think you should try it. There are not long to go. Now that we've said that, let's start today's movie. The lawsuit against XRP has finally ended, and it was pretty much thrown out. However, the price of XRP is still $330, but they're not telling you this. A huge event is about to happen. Institutions around the world are about to put trillions of dollars into the XRP ledger. With hundreds of trillions at stake, each XRP could be worth thousands of dollars, and on the low end of the range for the next 48 hours, it could be worth as much as $227. In fact, XRP's price went through the roof and reached over 21,312.25 sounded live on TV with only a small T. Trade involving trillions of dollars. This happened live on the American Sunrise Market news station, which, as you can see in the picture, will soon replace that story with one about $21,000. Again, this is because trillions of dollars are going to flood into the XRP system. Now, you need to take a step back and really listen to what Ripple's CEO had to say about XRP and its price, pointing out that it will be worth more than Ethereum and Bitcoin. Also, Arthur Pertu, Ripple's other co-founder and the father of XRP, said that XRP is meant to be worth $10,000. He thought that XRP would reach $10,000, and it will do so with world scalability, which is about to happen. The specifics are in the words of Brad Garlinghouse, who is currently CEO of Ripple. Yes. So, the SEC is what has changed the price of XRP. Honestly, I think a lot of people forget that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset after ETH before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets. The SEC then stepped in and said, hey, we think ETH is probably fine. ETH went up, but XRP went down after they sued Ripple. We shouldn't have our government work like this. We should all have the same chances and play on a level playing field. In this case, our government shouldn't be picking winners and losers. Long term, we believe we'll win and things will work themselves out. But right now, it's frustrating for the community, or as you put it, the XRP family. When it comes to bills, though, in terms of how quickly Bitcoin works, it can take up to an hour to confirm a transaction. As Tavit said before, you shouldn't use Bitcoin to buy coffee unless you're willing to wait an hour for the transaction to be confirmed. Afterward, the cost of the deal would be pretty high. Your Bitcoin XRP and how well XRP works are similar. How much do you want Bitcoin to be worth? Because Cardano, the father of blockchain, said, as I already said, 250,000 by the end of the year. Let's look at the real picture now. Why is this taking place and why should it cost tens of thousands of dollars? And well, it all comes back to this. That's Real 5. It is worth trillions of dollars that Real 5 is putting into the XRP ledger and into real estate institutions. This is how you should think about it. With this new feature, institutions can now join the XRP ledger and tokenize their assets using the XRP ledger program. This alone is expected to free up a total of $220 trillion. All of this money, the $220 trillion worth of institutional real estate value, will be added to the XRP ledger through Real Token. This will be a big step forward in tokenizing real estate through Real 5. Everything will start on August 18th, which is less than 7 days away. RealFi also said that organizations will be able to start real estate tokens directly on the XRP ledger through the RealFi institutional platform, which will gain from low transaction fees and easy integration. This is very important because, once more, the estimated $220 trillion worth of institutional real estate that is handled outside of the blockchain will not be added to the XRP ledger through a real token. And this is a major turning point in the move around the world towards tokenizing real estate and using the XRP system. The best part is now here. Tokens that are real and will have all this money put into them can actually be bought. They can make a huge amount of money. Guys, I really mean it. It's very, very strong. And this real coin is now worth about 4 cents, which is an increase of 6.38%. But this thing is huge in every way, and the $220 trillion that will be sent through it to get to the XRP system makes it even bigger. This could lead to a huge supply shock for the real coin. As a matter of fact, there have been a lot of different numbers going around. One says that the price of a real ticket could go from 4 cents to $198 in the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, this means that for every 1,000, you're making around $100, or maybe even more than that. This is a big number, but in the next week or so, it makes more sense for each real token to be worth around $350. Now, why does this happen? We're going to talk about it, but first I want to let you know that some analysts think each real token could be worth more than $65,000. Why does that happen? That's because the total market value of all the real estate deals is about $650 trillion. There are not many homes for sale, and I mean few. Their whole stock for phase one is $100 million. They've lost around $50 million already. That means there is now only $50 million left. If just 1% of that $650 trillion market goes into real token, that's more than $120,000. If you get 0.25% of that, that's your real token. We're talking about $65,000. So it makes a lot more sense when you think about how few of them there are. But once more, it makes a lot more sense when we talk about $300 or $200 per real ticket overnight. And it makes a lot of sense. In other words, it makes a lot of sense. It could really happen. Guys, take a look at this. It has strong backing and very little resistance. This could really take off and make people millions of dollars for every $10,000 they put in. Let me say that again. I'm not your fundraiser. I'm not your funding advisor, but it's something to think about. Record sheet, they got 9.4 to 10 low risk for top 3 leaders. Banks has over 2,600 wallets and 100% KYC. This thing keeps growing every day. Like this very good consolidation breakout is about to happen. The best part is that it's backed by a huge financial institution like a real estate institution, RealFi. PayRealFi.com is where you can find them. But once more, if you look into it, this is a blockchain-based real estate payment. When you click on a real token, you'll be taken to their page where you can see all of these changes and buy another real token right there. You can also go to their decentralized app, which is the real chain. This is what it shows you. You can buy real token if you look. You can check out homes that you can buy and win rewards. There are real tokens behind these awards. Let me quickly show you this. Say you want to buy this house on Strident Island in New York. I am going to get more than 25,000 real tokens. Now, if you look at this too, you can actually turn your own real estate token into a cryptocurrency by clicking Get Started. After that, you can make your XB Ledger digital asset and get 10% in rewards right away. This is actually very big. But once more, guys, this will soon be open to organizations. As you can see, keep going with your business starting August 17th. Guys, you really saw the big picture. This is going to happen in just a few days. And the XRP record is about to add trillions of dollars, not quadrillions of dollars. Finally, I'd like to say that right now is a very important time to pay attention to what's going on with the XRP ledger. If you're not, you should be. Even though I'm not a financial planner, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not doing study. Make sure you like the video, then follow the channel, get notifications, and share this video, as well as review, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to sign up on my website. My link is in the description. If you haven't already, you can get up to $100 for free. Peace, and see you next time.